Hey everyone, welcome to this Tuesday edition of Together We Can. And before I let you go with any information, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So as I talked about last week, and if you haven't seen it, why it's so important to look at, say, Japanese cam sites, for example, I want to talk to you today about why targeting specific countries is so important if you want to increase your earnings as either a cam affiliate or a cam girl or whatever it is in this industry. So as we mentioned in our last post, not all countries are created equally. And what I meant by that was, in our last post, I showed that the average per capita spend for a US citizen in the adult industry was around $35, whereas that gets all the way up to $157 with a Japanese person. So I wanted to jump on this topic once again. We're talking about some different ways that you can better target countries specifically to earn more money. So there's a few advantages of doing this. The first of these is that you'll have less competition by targeting specific niche of an area, a country, an interest, and all that sort of thing. And the second is that by focusing on a geographical location that spends more, then your pay per targeted person is going to be a lot higher. And thirdly, it'll help you stand out with targeted content. So now let's talk about 3 different ways that you can target a specific country. So the first of these is to target a specific country by a theme. So what I mean by that is, if you go to a specific country, you'll find that what they enjoy watching will be very, very different to other countries. Now, Japan is a great example of this because they tend to be into very, very odd niches such as hentai, cosplay, and weird schoolgirl-based themes. But if you check on Pornhub statistics, just Google Pornhub statistics, you'll find that every single country prefers a certain type of adult content more than others, and by targeting in on these specific themes, you're obviously going to grab the attention of people in that country more than other countries. So that's the first way to do it, is look for a niche theme that you can target. The next thing you do is, if you already have a site or you have an affiliate marketing or a cam presence, what you can do is add a section to your site that is specifically targeted at that country. So what I mean by that is, you can target those countries by saying, the Japanese section, or again, like I said above, with the themed content. So instead of creating a whole new niche target, just target a country with a specific section on your website or a specific hour on your section. So that's what I would go ahead and do. And the next thing is the biggest one, which is by specifically targeting that country's language. Now, again, in the case of Japan, that is going to be Japanese. You could do Swedish, you could do Spanish, whatever it is. So you'll notice on our website, we have our content in both English and Spanish. We're going to be adding more to this over time. And the reason we do that is we know who our audience is and where our audience views from. We found that we had a lot of Spanish-speaking countries viewing our content. Therefore, it became very, very important to us to just target in on those 2 languages for now, and then we'll add more as our audience grows. You can do this very, very easily by targeting using the WordPress plugin Polylang. If you're using other sites like Squarespace and so on, they also have transponder, translation services that will allow you to do the same. Now, the one thing I will give you as a piece of advice, if you're going to be translating your content, don't just use a translator that just translates the content when the user lands on the page. The reason not to do this is because it won't actually allow you to go up the list in SEO for that specific content in that specific language. What you need to do is use something like Polylang, where you can basically copy and paste the content, translate it, and have it as its own separate post with its own separate title, its own separate URL, and everything else. And the reason for this is Google will then index that, so that when someone searches that term in their given language, you're going to show up ahead of someone who has it in English, because it's targeted geolocation to that person. So this was a very, very quick video, and we've got the article in the description below about why targeting specific countries is so damn important these days. If you did enjoy this quick video, don't forget to give us a like, and of course hit that subscribe button, which really helps us out. We'll see you again on Thursday for our next video.